إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أوصيكم وإياي أولا بتقوى الله فقد فاز المتقون. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. May Allah Rabbul Alamin bless our morning till the evening, our evening till the next morning. May Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala bless what we do in our life and bless our ending, so that we all have a good ending. Brothers and sisters, we know that we are ending year 2023. So, left few days to go, maybe one more day. We are moving to 2024. Islam have nothing to do with this calculation, but it's just our calculation. We are moving from year to year. We believe that Allah Rabbul Alamin, who have ordained that there is 12 months in a year. Allah have ordained that the Islamic calendar Qamariya don't have 31 days, don't have 28 days. You have 29 and 30. The other calendar, the Masihiyya, they have 28 February, you have January 31, and you have 30s. But what is important is not that calculation, it's the migration. Every time when there is some changes, it's another migration. And it's very important for all of us to reflect and look backward for a while. What have we done in 2023? How many good deeds we have engaged in? How many ayat of the Quran that we have memorized? How many sayings of the Prophet that we remember? If possible, we memorize too. Now, if you look into that, you will realize that we have been learning every week, but most of the Quran and the Hadith, we fail to memorize it. So it's time for us to reorganize ourselves. What I'm going to do when 2024 come in. Do I want to have the same kind of pattern in my life, or I want to become a better person? And we know the challenges is getting stronger and stronger. It's not getting weaker and weaker. So we'll be exposed to more challenges and fitan, trial, challenges, that we believe what Allah and our Prophet have reminded us. Allah always remind us by saying, Ya ayyuhallazina amanu taqullah wa latanzur nafsum ma qaddamat lighad. O you who believe in Allah. He's talking to the believer, to all of us. Ittaqillah. All the believers must try their level best to take care of their iman. Al-iman yazid wa yanqus. Increase with good deeds, righteous deed. It will decrease when we keep on committing all the bad thing, saying the bad word, doing the wrong thing. Then the iman is getting weaker and weaker. It's not that shaitan is strong. Shaitan is weak. We are stronger than him. But because of our carelessness, then he will keep on whispering. And because we forget Allah, then we start to entertain his whispering. Then we attract. That's why Allah said, Ya ayyuhallazina amanu ittaqillah, O you who believe, take care of your iman by upgrading your status from iman to taqwa. Taqwa is a person who are aware of the do and the don'ts. What Allah like us to do, we try our best. What Allah dislike, we try our best to stay away. We may not understand why Allah wants us to do this. Anything the Creator wants us to do is for our own benefit. Careful of the word, careful of your food, careful of your drink, careful about your environment, careful about your feeling. All the negative feelings should be replaced with something positive. The bad thoughts replaced with something good. That's how we move on. Ittaqillah waltanzur nafsu ma qaddamat lighadin. It's very important for us to revisit, look into what have we prepared for our tomorrow. 2 days to come, we are facing 2024. We know what is happening around us, what is happening to all the countries that we are exposed to. The battle. We just came back from the camp for the youth, and we call this camp the battle begin. That means we have to get ready. Not the battle against anybody for yourself. Ibda min nafsik, start from within. Last year, our camp is called the battle within. This year, the battle begin. Next year, the battle continue. It's an ongoing battle. It's good to be alert when you are not prepared. You take life for granted. You will be caught by surprise with a lot of things that is happening around us. Muslims are always ready because Allah have reminded us. He knows the future, we don't know. He keep on reminding us. وَرْتَنْزُ نَفْسٌ مَا قَدَّمَتْ لِغَدٍ. Look into yourself, what have you prepared for your tomorrow? But when Allah said tomorrow, His tomorrow is not just 1st January now. Allah do not want us to feel and regret, because once you left or you leave this planet Earth, you are moving to another world, Alam Kubur and Barzah. We have to say bye-bye to this world sooner or later. Whether you are prepared or not, you have to go. But at least you are ready. Then you will never fail yourself. This is the world of amal, action. Your result is there. Anything you do good for Allah, Allah sure to reward all of us. So please try to revisit your past and plan for your future. The topic, what can Muslim celebrate? We know when you talk about Islam, we are Muslim, we are not Islam. Islam is our religion, belong to Allah. And those who submit to Allah, they call themselves Muslim, who submit themselves to Almighty, the Creator. The only celebration religiously is only two. There is Eidul Fitri after the fasting month. You have your Eid. Yes, our celebration, you cannot fast. Even you have the good intention to fast extra day, you can't. It's haram at that time because this is your day of celebration. And even the way we celebrate is fixed by Islam. No firecrackers, no singing, dancing. We celebrate, Allah said, وَلِتُقَبِّرَ اللَّهَ عَلَى مَا هَدَاكُمْ, by saying, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Wallahu Akbar, Walillahi alhamd. This is how we celebrate. Not our way. Today, every Muslim do celebrate Eid al-Fitr and Eid al-Adha, but they are so confused. Make the Chinese also confused. The Chinese thought, oh, it's our celebration day again. No. It's theirs, but how can you follow their way? We are very confused. We waste time, we waste money, we polluted the air, we have sound pollution everywhere. Something is wrong, of course. Our religion has shown us the way. We fail to follow until today. Those who sell firecrackers also commit a sin. Those who play firecrackers, all is against Islam. But nobody bother. I never heard a month before Eid al-Fitr any reminder in the mosque when people are giving khutbah Jum'ah, talk about that. Something is very wrong with our mindset. Any tradition that do not contradict with Islamic value, Bismillah. Once it contradicts, then we cannot celebrate the way the non-believers celebrate. The second celebration is Eid al-Adha. That is when people performing Hajj. On the 10th of Zulhijjah is fixed. Date is fixed. You cannot change other day. And also, Allahu Akbar, Takbir. Plus those who have the means to offer a sacrifice. That's how we celebrate. By feeding the poor, helping the needy, to make them happy, then we are happy. Not by singing song, no. That is not our way. I believe we are facing a lot of challenges because there are a lot of celebration, especially in our beloved country, Malaysia. The celebration is unbelievable. I think the whole world, if you combine, Malaysia have the most holidays. We like celebration. May Allah protect us and make sure that we celebrate what Allah and the Prophet want us to celebrate. Even there are other days that we declare a public holiday. That is tradition, nothing to do with religion. First of Muharram, example, is a tradition. Who started? Ma'al Hijrah, Umar ibn Khattab started. So that the Muslims have their own calendar. But there's no ritual involved. Yeah? We love our Prophet. Then we declare holiday for Maulid. There's nothing to do with religion. It's just we thought that this great man we should remember. But sadly to say that we remember him the way we like to remember him. We don't remember the Prophet the way the Prophet wants us to remember him. And the Prophet said, none of you can be a true believer until he loved me more than he loved anyone else, even himself. None can be a true believer until you can control your desire. Hatta hawahu taba'an lima ji'tu bih. Don't follow your desire, your feeling. Follow what the Prophet wants you to do. Very simple, straightforward. Just do what the Prophet wants you to do, then Allah will love you. Allah said, "Fattabi'uni yuhibbukum Allah." Whoever said he loves Allah, just follow the teaching of his messenger, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Then Alhamdulillah, Allah will love us. Simple. So please remember that. Yeah? We know what's going to happen. We said the country is inflation going on. People don't have money to spend, to buy things, but they have money to burn. Yeah? They still buy firecrackers. To say that you are poor, there's no sign that you are poor. In Gaza, we know they have been bombarded day in, day out. And we are still celebrating. Na'uzubillah. May Allah give us the understanding, so that we are prepared to become a better person. So 2024 will be something very, very good for all of us. You can plan. The young also plan, how can I do more for Allah? The parent also plan, how can I encourage my children to seek knowledge that will save them from a lot of temptation, corruption. Inshallah. When you have the intention, everything starts from intention. Innamal a'malu binniyat. We have to put the intention first. The worst thing that is happening to us, we don't even have the intention at all. That's why we waste a lot of time doing things that do not benefit us. And that's why Allah said, I share with you, then we open for the Q&A. Allah said, Wal asr innal insan fi khusrin. Allah swear with time, every human is a loser. We all are a loser because Allah put everybody in. Innal insan, as long as you are human being, you will be a loser. But Allah is so great. Then He excluded people who will not be a loser by saying, Illa lazina amanu, except those who believe. And He never stopped there. Everybody is a believer. Even our iman, the one what we are believing in now, is having a lot of problem. We should renew our iman. Check our iman. Is our iman correct? Do we believe in Allah the way Allah wants us to believe in Him? Do we believe in the holy books? How do you believe in the holy books when you read and you don't even follow? And you say, I believe in the book. I believe in the Quran. No. You believe in the prophets? Yes. Do you follow his teaching? No. You believe in akhirah? Have you prepared yourself for akhirah? No. It's just feeling, I believe in it. We recite 6 articles of faith, believe in Allah, the angel, the books, the prophets, the last day. And we believe in qada and qadar. We all are not prepared for that. And that is our foundation. Illa lazina amanu. Who are the true believer? The true believer is not a person who said, I believe without action. Illa lazina amanu wa amilu salihat. And those who act righteously. Iman is not just feeling, it follows with righteous deeds. They are signs. And all our righteous deeds must be guided by Iman. Not as long as I think good, I do. No, no, no. A lot of people just quote this ayah, say, oh, I say as a believer, follow. No. Allah said, وَمَا كَانَ لِمُؤْمِنٍ وَلَا مُؤْمِنَةٍ إِذَا قَضَى اللَّهُ وَرَسُولُهُ أَمْرًا أَنْ يَكُونَ لَهُمْ خِيَارَةٌ مِنْ أَمْرِهِمْ. Look at what Allah have taught us, remind us. A believing male and female, now talk about believer. Allah said, if you consider yourself as a believer, male or female, when Allah and the Prophet have decided something for you, when Allah have fixed something for you, you don't have a choice anymore except to follow. Sami'na wa ta'ana. But today a lot of people say, I'm a believer, but they don't follow. Allah said A, they said B. The Prophet said they sunnah, they left all the bid'ah, they say they are believers. Then you know you are not under that category anymore. That is number one. Amal Saleh. After you become a good person, you are still a loser. Because Islam is not about you and me. I save myself. I don't care about my family. I don't care for my friend. I don't care about the ummah. No. وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالْحَقِّ. It is our duty to remind each other about what is right. It's our duty to be proactive, not to be passive. No. Prophet was sent because of that. They have a mission to save the ummah. We have a mission to save the ummah. And it's very important. By saving others, you are saving yourself. By reminding others, you remind yourself. It do help us. And you will still be a loser if you are doing all these good things, if you don't follow with sabr. وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالصَّبْرِ. Anything you do, you must have patience. You want to pray, you must have patience. You don't rush. When you rush, there is no tuma'nina. Your prayer is not valid. You want to recite the Quran, especially Fatiha, you must have adab. Talk to Allah. There is a response from Allah. You must pause and then let Allah respond. You cannot just recite the way you like to recite. Adab. It's like when you talk to somebody, you have manners. When he say, you listen. Just example. وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالصَّبْرِ. Anything you do in life, you must have a lot of patience. Any work that you engage in, you must have patience. Understand. If you don't understand, ask. When you are clear, do. Everything will run smoothly. So may Allah Rabbul Alameen make us have the right understanding and prepare us to revisit our iman, check, so that 2024 we know that we are having the right iman, the right belief. We are praying in the right way, the way the Prophet taught us. We remember Allah in the way Allah wants us to remember Him, all the zikr. Very, very important. You have the daily zikr. Please try to learn, because this is what we do daily. You wake up, what do you say? Alhamdulillahillazi ahyana ba'da ma amatana wa ilayhi nushur. You want to go to the washroom, you step in with your left leg, you say something. Yeah? Allahumma inni a'udzubika min al-khubthi wal qaba'is. You come out from the toilet with your right leg, you say ghufranaka at least. Everything that happen in your daily life, remember Allah. Remember Allah. Be grateful, be thankful. You see your life will change. You have peace. Because you are connected to the Creator, and He will keep on blessing us. It's not that you have more money, you'll be happy. No. when you are connected to Allah, Allah will grant you peace. May Allah help us to have the right understanding. And now we open for the other question. Pass the mic. Yeah. Bismillah.
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh.
Wassalamu wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
So I have about 5 questions from,
Wow.
last week, which was the Solat clinic.
Last week they have a Solat clinic, mini Solat clinic. Okay.
Okay. So the first question is, when you're wearing long trousers or sleeves, long sleeve shirt, is it okay to roll it up when you're praying? Is that okay?
Okay. It happened in the time of the Prophet. It's a very good question, very practical question. You wear trousers and you wear long shirt and long sleeves. Suddenly you take wudu, normally you will roll up. Yeah, because if not you get wet. It happened in the time of the Prophet, companion does that. Then the Prophet called them to release it. Yeah? Don't pray in that manner. But if you don't do it purposely, there's no sins involved. Your prayer is still valid. But the Prophet highly recommend us to let the folding shirt or the trousers. The trousers, I think we do that because we always wear long trousers. Yeah, it went below the ankle. But if you follow the way of our Prophet, he said, wear something above the ankle. Then you don't have to worry about folding. But if you still are aware about that, you just let it down again. Okay? That is the answer.
Okay,
Next.
thank you. So the second question is, so if you're a revert, if you just became a Muslim, and you haven't memorized the prayers yet, is it okay if I read, like physically read, when I'm praying? Is that okay?
Read meaning you're holding a book?
You're
a
holding,
paper?
or maybe you have like a paper in front of
Okay.
you. Is that okay during praying?
We don't have that kind of practice in the time of the Prophet. Yeah? They will do their level best. If they memorize only one ayah, they repeat that ayah. If they memorize 2, they go to the 2 ayah. Today, people have come up with a lot of ways. You can hold your phone sometime, then suddenly something come in. I don't know what is going to happen to you. You know? But how about now they come up with a sajada, yeah, where they have all these ayat or something, the word for you to look, and then you try to recite. Anything that can help you, you can make use of it, but it's highly recommended to memorize all these things as soon as possible so that you are more focused. Yeah? Don't depend on something written, yeah, but you just strengthen your memory. It's not difficult, but if that is the only thing that you can do in the beginning, fattaqallah mastata'tum. Allah say, do your level best. Okay?
So it's okay to read something?
Yeah.
Well,
in the beginning, anything can help you do. But after that, don't be addicted. Don't depend on that.
okay.
Type.
Okay, thank you. So the third question is, during iftirash, where you're kneeling down,
Iftirash?
while prayer, if you know how there's like a specific way of sitting down where you have to fold your right leg and everything. If you just started praying and if it's really hard for you to sit down like that, what is a acceptable like alternative, like any other way of sitting, which it's okay?
Iftirash, we know what is the first sitting in our prayer. That means your bottom will be sitting on your left leg, and your right leg will stand, and the toes will be facing the Qibla. That is the best way. But if you can't, again, always remember, it's not easy for people who are not used to that sitting to do it. They'll feel pain and so on. So you're not supposed to burden yourself. Do your level best, because that one is easier. We don't have the action if they rush. I just show you for those who can see me. Yeah? If they rush, do you have a picture of if they rush? Yeah? Okay. So that people have some understanding what is if they rush. You know? But if you can't, do whatever you can. Always go back to the verses of Allah. Fattaqallah mastata'tum. Maybe some people have some injury in the leg, so they can't do that. What they can do, they just do their level best. Okay? Later on, we'll show you the iftiras. Next.
Okay, thank you. So the fourth question is, when the Imam is reciting and Hamida, can the makmum also repeat it before Rabbana Lakal Hamd?
Okay. So, majority, I think a lot of people are doing that. When the Imam said, Sami Allahu liman hamida, the makmum also, Sami Allahu liman hamida, and Rabbana Lakal Hamd. Let us look into the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ about this, because he is the best example for us to follow. The Prophet ﷺ remind us, anybody who perform prayer, of course, that movement from bowing to standing up, Sami Allahu liman hamida, Rabbana Lakal Hamd, to everyone, yeah, when they are performing the prayer. But the minute you perform congregational prayer, there is another ruling, where the Prophet said, Innama ju'ilal imam liyu'tama bi. Imam is made for you to follow and complete your prayer. When the Imam Allahu Akbar and then only you can say Allahu Akbar fakabbiru. And then the Prophet make it wala tukabbiru hatta yuqab. Don't start to say Allahu Akbar. Immediately when the Imam said Allah, you say Allah. No. Wait until the Imam finish his recitation, Allahu Akbar, then only you start. The Prophet make it so clear. And then, when the Prophet ﷺ go down for bowing, everybody will follow. But don't go down until he completed his bowing position. You can hear the Imam Allah, you don't start anything, still stand still. You stand straight, and then when he finished Allahu Akbar, then only you start to move. And then the Prophet said, Iza qala sami Allahu liman hamidah. When the Imam coming out from ruku' bowing to say Sami Allahu liman hamidah, you just respond, Faqulu Rabbana Lakal Hamd. So that's why when you are following the Imam, you don't recite that. Because the hadith is very clear. The Prophet said, when the Imam said, Sami Allahu liman hamida, faqulu Rabbana lakal. You, ma'mum follower, just respond, Rabbana lakal hamd. If you go to Makkah, Medina, especially here, their voice is very loud. The Imam said, Sami Allah, no one say Sami Allah liman. They say, Rabbana lakal hamd. That's how we start. So, you don't have to recite that. People may be confused because the hadith said, you say Sami Allahu liman hamida and Rabbana lakal hamd. Yes. But when you come to following Imam, they have another ruling. Yeah. So that's why a lot of people get confused because they look at one hadith, they forget the hadith of Jama'ah. Yeah. So that is the answer. This is iftirash, yeah? Meaning this is the sitting. I know it is not easy for people to bend their toe. It's not easy. The whole body will tremble, pain in pain. Yeah? So you do whatever you can. How? You know, yeah, what your leg can do. You do just. But that if you think you can try your best to do in this manner, you try slowly. Yeah? The same go to us. In the beginning, we never sit like this. Then, when the Prophet showed us the way, so we try. And now, alhamdulillah, we can follow. Okay? Next.
Yeah, thank you. So the fifth question is, during tashahhud, at the part where we say the shahada, ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, must we lift up our finger? So what's the timing of lifting up the finger when you're doing it?
Now, the majority again only lift up their finger when they reach that shahada. There is at-tahiyyatul mubarakatus salawatul tayyibatu lillah, or at-tahiyyatu lillahi was salawatu wat tayyibat. There are 7 types of tahiyyat. They come ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, then they raise up their finger, the index finger, to signal, to remind themselves that not only they are reciting there's only one God, they have the right to be worshipped, but their body is reacting. What? That's why each time when we say ashhadu an la, we always train our finger to move. It's important because when we are very sick in the ICU, all the tube here, the Prophet said, "Lakinu mautakum bila ilah." Remind the people who is dying, la ilaha illallah. But you may remind him or her, you're the sick family. They cannot say it aloud, you can't hear. But if they are used to move this finger, when you see their finger respond, you know they are responding, they are reciting. That gives you the peace of mind. Alhamdulillah is a good sign. And whoever die by saying La ilaha illallah, the Prophet said, Jannah is for them. So it is a sunnah to move the finger each time when you say La ilaha illallah. Now, there are other hadiths the Prophet used to move his finger from the beginning of the shahud. Yeah, when he start at-tahiyyah, he start to move already. But in a very light movement, not like that. It's just the index finger straighten up and then he move. So if you see anybody do that, you don't accuse them just, oh, this belong to other group. No. They are following the sunnah of the Prophet. It's not other group. They are following the sunnah. But we are not exposed to, we are exposed to when you say, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. And some scholars will say, La ilallah like this. When you say Muhammad Rasulullah, you start to move the thumb closer. So then people start to come and give idea, many opinion. This is the sign of Allah. This is meme, sign of Muhammad. Who said that? Not our Prophet. It's just some people start to create story. Yeah, so it's important for us to try to do what the Prophet recommend us to do. What if the people don't raise the finger? Your prayer is still valid. Yeah? But it's good to follow the way of the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. What if people move the middle finger? You know that they are playing around now. If they are not careful, if they so use the middle finger, if you do it to other people, then you know what is going to happen. You are inviting problem for yourself. It's just a finger. Yeah, but don't misuse the finger. Yeah. Okay.
So the best way is to just keep your finger out the whole time.
Keep your finger up. Even the Prophet explained about how to put your thumb under the middle finger. It becomes like 0, number 5. The Arabic letters and number 0 is number 5. And then if you go this way, then it becomes like 13, number 3. Yeah? So 53. Yeah? So it is highly recommended. But when you want to move the finger, always meant to move like that. Because a lot of people are very angry when you see your finger move. They say this is a sign of another group. They like to group us to so many groups. When we just look into the way of the Prophet, if the Prophet does it, are you saying the Prophet is wrong? You dare say that the Prophet is doing something wrong? You know better than the Prophet about the prayer, where the Prophet said, Sallu kama ra'aytumuni usalli. Perform your prayer the way you've seen me perform it. But a lot of people are not exposed. In the beginning, when I was like your age, still very young, so a friend from Germany came, and he was moving his finger very fast. And he was praying beside me. That trigger, my anger. Suddenly I cannot concentrate in my tashahud anymore because looking at his finger, keep on moving. And we were taught if you move 3 times continuously, your prayer is not valid. Now he is not moving 3 times, 100 times he's moving. So after the prayer, I said to that brother, you know what you're doing just now? Haram. He got surprised too. Don't you know that this is a sunnah? No, what sunnah? No. It cannot be a sunnah. Yeah, because none of our people here are exposed to. How can it be a sunnah? But he don't bother what I say. He believed because he learned. He was in Medina. He was there 2 years before me. Only now I feel so angry praying beside him. So other prayer, I don't want to sit beside him anymore. Because I cannot focus. The minute he moves, my focus is his finger. But then when I went to Middle East to study, I'm like a young man like you, like to ask. I learned through asking. I asked this Sheikh, I asked that scholar, many scholars because I'm not satisfied. And the strange thing is when I pray with the Arabs and also the African brothers, majority are moving. I said, I thought this German brother is the only guy, who moved. So many people are moving. Then I keep on asking. They show me the dalil. They show me the evidence from the Prophet. One, the dalil is there. What is there to comment? Nothing to comment. Just follow. If you're not used to it, do what you're used to it first. Slowly, you move. Or at least you don't judge the person who is moving is wrong. Okay? If you're not used, you're worried. You're worried people will look at you. In some country, they say some elderly people, when they see these children do this, they just grab their finger and they crack it. It's shaitan. You see. This is a shaitan finger. When people are irritated, they can do anything. And some young people, the younger boy, younger than him maybe, he saw people moving one finger, he moved 2 fingers. A lot of things can happen, because they don't know. They thought, oh, he want, I have more finger, I do 2 fingers. It is a sunnah. Now, any more?
No, thank you so much.
Good. Faddal.
Just a clarification on that last question.
Good.
We have dalil for moving the finger.
Okay.
We have dalil for moving the finger.
Okay.
From the beginning
To the end.
Is there dalil for raising the finger for the affirmation and the negation aspect? I don't know, maybe it was me.
Yeah.
To indicate that was okay. But what's the dalil for that?
I was asking for people to show me also, is there a dalil for you to wait until the shahada, then only raise up the finger? They don't give me dalil. They say, A'imma differ. For Hanafi school of thought, they say, only the fingers start to move out when you say, Ashhadu Allah, La, you raise up. Ila, down. That is from the Hanifi school of thought. For Maliki, they keep on moving. Yeah. Ahmad al-Hanbali, they move. Shafi'i, only ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, then stay there until the end. Where the Ahnaf, they only raise up la ilaha until the end. Down. No more. Yeah. Straightening up. Just put down. So they have whatever reference about the scholars, but to my knowledge until today, I don't find any authentic hadith to back up on that. Yeah, that is my finding until today. If anybody can show us any dalil, we accept. We are very simple people. You show me a dalil evidence from Prophet, no comment. We will follow, no problem. But if there is none, we prefer to follow the one with dalil to play safe. Now, you are clear? You are clear about that? Good. Thanks.
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum.
Sheikh, my question is about the topic today that you spoke about. Celebration.
Celebration.
We know people celebrate across the board. When a baby is born, nikah, graduations. When Palestine will be liberated, we're all going to celebrate. When the Prophet migrated from
Makkah to
Medina, upon arrival,
a group of
they were chanting Tala al Badru alayna, right? So this was reported, by historians and also mentioned in narrations. But I'd like to know the boundaries of celebrations. Because you mentioned that we only have two celebrations.
Yeah.
That is
two religious
celebrations. Okay. Other than that, celebrations for us, what are the boundaries for the celebrations? That we celebrate?
It's important. Other than that, we don't consider it a religious celebration. It is just an expression, like somebody, newborn baby, alhamdulillah. So the Prophet showed us the akikah, and then the tahnik, and also the halak. That is how we celebrate. Yeah? But according to the Islamic principle, there is some ritual. Yeah? But then consider about birthday and other day. This is a very traditional thing. New Year Eve is a traditional way. But anything that do not contradict the Islamic belief is another celebration. No, not religious celebration. But if there is religious celebration of value inside there, then we have to exclude ourselves. No, sometimes when graduation, people are happy. You want to have food, and congratulate them. It's okay. But now they have a prayer against the Islamic prayer, so we excuse ourselves. Now, I share with you one interesting thing. People ask us, you celebrate the birthday of Prophet Muhammad, but it's not a religious celebration. Never one the Prophet celebrate his birthday. Never one Abu Bakr, Umar, Osman, Ali, Khadijah, the beloved wife, celebrate his birthday. But it become a trend later on. Then it's good if you want to ask me, I say, you use that platform to let people know who is Prophet Muhammad. Because it's a public holiday. Let them know. They don't know. They thought that we are worshipping Prophet Muhammad. It's wrong. He is Rahmatul lil Alamin. Allah sent him to be the savior of the world. Make people understand who is Prophet Muhammad. That can use that as a platform. But Tala al-Badru, when the Prophet migrated, is not from the Prophet. It's the expression of the people of Medina waiting for his arrival. It's like, when you are waiting for somebody to come home, and you plan something great to make him happy, excited, surprised. Then when they come, you do all the celebration, but that's not a religious festival. It's how people express their feeling when they saw the Prophet is coming. But then the Prophet never said, this is a sunnah. It's their expression. If you like to express when you come, when I'm coming home, when I'm going to visit you, it's okay. But there's no ritual value. There's no religious value. It's just your expression. No problem. Understand? But if there is some religious value, we say, is there any evidence? When you say religious value, mean if you do it, you get reward. There is what religious value is. There is a reward. So if you do it wrongly, then you may commit a sin. Sometimes celebration can bring you to sin. And celebration can give you reward. If you're happy, you make some feast and you invite the poor come and eat. It's good. You get reward for feeding the poor.
So when the Prophet arrived in Makkah,
Medina.
arrived in Medina, can we say that that was a tacit approval of the Prophet?
That is what?
A tacit approval of the Prophet.
Oh, at that time.
Yes, because tacit approval is also.
Yeah, it's like the
Sunnah,
Prophet
right?
say nothing.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, the Prophet just entered the place, they welcome him, they say nothing. But then we must understand, when the verses of Allah Rabbul Alameen was revealed, Al-Yawma Akmaltu Lakum Dinakum, before that, there are so many things, tradition, that we don't stop. Until later on, the thing become clearer and clearer, so no more. If something is so important, something that the Prophet are happy, he will make sure other people will continue doing it, but you don't have that evidence at all. Anything good, normally they will want you to continue. But if there's an evidence, there's no more evidence. So that's why the people of knowledge will stop. Something was allowed and they will stop. Naam. Okay, last one. Two in one.
Okay, Assalamualaikum, Sheikh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
I
wabarakatuh.
have a question from the sisters during the Solat clinic last week as well. So this question is, during the recitation, while sitting in between the two sujud, is it okay to recite without following the sequence? Like for example, Allahumma firli warhamni wajaburni, then they like swap it around. Is it
No
okay?
problem. As long as all the dua is there.
Okay, that's all.
It's no problem. The only thing that is problem is an ayat. And the thing that have a continuity. Yeah, this one is just a direct prayer. Allahumma gfirli warhamni. If somebody say it in a different sequence, inshallah, always try to remember the sequence the Prophet recommended. Is always better. But we may forget sometimes. So go back to the hadith, how did the Prophet recite? You just follow. Yeah, you don't create your own way. Yeah. So when the Prophet said follow his way, we try our best to follow his way. Okay? Now,
Okay, thank you, Sheikh.
Alhamdulillah. Okay, inshallah. You are clear that, brother? May Allah bless us. It's very good for the sharing, but it's important. Sometimes certain things happen. The Prophet never comment, but later on, this thing was not continued anymore. So we stopped there. You know, the Prophet also is a person who do not want to be very judgmental. They mean well, but later on, he don't say to anybody, do it again. Do it is good. He never said that. And then he just said, follow my sunnah. And the sunnah of Khulafa ar-Rashidin. Alaykum bi sunnati wa sunnati al-Khulafa ar-Rashidin al-Mahdiba. None of the Caliph does that. So that will be our reference. Yeah, not just one thing happen, then they will take that as a reference. No. Yeah. We take that as something happened, no comment, but later on, there's no continuity by any of the companions and by the teaching of our Prophet. So we stop there. Yeah, may Allah bless us, may Allah guide us. Wabillahi tawfiqi wa aqri da'wana walhamdulillahi alamin. Subhanakallahumma bihamdik asyhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Actually, this one we just want to like appreciate them because they are here. Yeah, brother, this one Ayub and Noah. Oh. They are a KYC participant actually. Yeah, I thought that you want to mention. Oh. Yeah. Okay.